Hi guys, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ogechi here. Welcome to Talkinsen. Hi. So you're back with me. We are rolling out videos, and for today's video I'll be showing you how you can save yourself from the embarrassment of emergency period. Hi. In a previous video I mentioned how I had my first period unknowingly and how it came all of a sudden, unprepared. And I know many of you have gone through that or will be going through that if you're still a young girl. So this video is directed at young girls who are growing up and yet to get to their puberty stage, or those who are already experiencing this period situation but still have not figured it out altogether. Okay. And why am I advising this? Listen, I grew up without anyone giving me advice on this. So if I'm advising you, trust and believe it. She's saying hallelujah. Okay? In the video that I have kind of hinted to, I mentioned how I guess the excitement or the proudness of turning into womanhood made me so excited that I even told everyone. So that's to say that I am not ashamed of having periods. I actually like it as a woman, although it can come with some painful cramps. But then again, it's not everyone that have painful cramps. I have done a video on how to look after your, your private area, okay? When you're on your period, as part of my feminine hygiene video, and that's what we're doing today. Feminine hygiene video. Hey, feminine hygiene video. Hey. Okay, so if you're seeing me multiple times, my dear, there is a time and space when you have the motivation to do all these things, and I'm doing it. Hey. Okay, so let's cut off all those things. Let's get to where we are here. So for this video, I'll be showing you the different pads that you will need. Okay, I know people use tampon. I don't use that tampon. Let me tell you one thing, yeah? I don't like things that make me feel uncomfortable. And pad does it for me. So I'm going to show you 3 different pads that you can use for different occasions, especially for those that are starting off with no one advising. And I shared a video where this lady came out. She was born in 1984, I believe. And when she was growing up in a family full of females, including her mother, no one told her anything to do with period. So she went through that whole period space, not knowing what to do, okay, using cloth and tissue. And I decided to show you what she meant by tissue. She said she used paper as well. That's for the first time. So you can only get away with paper if it's your first time, because it's never going to be that heavy. But perhaps with time it progresses and then it gets heavier. So I've got 3 different period pads, and then I've got one tissue paper. Okay, so when you're having your period, the first thing I would always advise is to carry a discreet period container or period bag. There is one from Always. I'll put the picture in. I'll have mine, but I want to show it because obviously for me I still want to maintain some of my privacy. Thank you. Anyway, so I'll show you one you can have. Before, Always used to have it at the back of their pad, but I don't think they do anymore, so you have to buy those separately. That's where you can store your period, just in case you need to know the telltale signs of it. I'm not really going to tell you the telltale signs of it because I myself did not really pay attention. All I know is that I saw something on my underwear, and it was a red stain. I wouldn't call it the B word. And then that's it. I think sometimes your stomach can feel a bit weird. So when they talk about telltale signs, like sometimes you feel like something is happening and you feel like you need the toilet, but you don't really feel like you need to wee kind of thing. So you may need to go to the toilet and check yourself out. And even if you're unsure, now please, can I just say something? Sometimes even if you're not having your first period can come to you all of a sudden. okay? Especially if you have not mastered the period that your period comes or the cycle of your period. And period has different flows for different women. Some people have one of those heavy tenor kind of thing, and others don't flow very heavy. So it really depends on you, and you need to know yourself. If you know yourself, you'll be good. But I'm just doing this for beginners that don't know anything. So I'm not your best teacher. Please equally go. If you have a feminine hygiene class in your school, take that opportunity. Watch other YouTube videos that may be of benefit. Listen to your parents. I would really encourage that you speak to your family members, your sisters. Okay, I may even tell you some of the things that you will see that will shock you. Okay, so let's begin. So the first thing that you would need if you're going to take let's talk about when you have emergency period. You have not even had the opportunity to have a pad. You cannot get access to a pad. I'm not speaking especially for young people growing up in African countries or even Asian countries, because over there I don't know how many states or how many places would give you pads for free. Everything is bought. And so if you do not have the money to buy those things, I think this period hack I'm going to show you is the best thing that could help you to maintain your dignity and not avoid blood stain. So I'll be using this to show you what to do. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is get yourself a tissue paper. Now the girl, I've forgotten her name, the lady in the video that I spoke about talked about using paper first. I never tried that, but this one was what helped me the first time I saw my period without anything. If you want to hear more about that story, please visit my video on it. I'll put the link to that video below. So this is how you do this. I'm going to put my camera lower so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's pretend that you're seeing your period for the first time, okay, and you don't know what to do, and you go to toilet, you get a tissue paper. Hopefully it's like this. In case it's I'll show you, in case it's one of those ones that comes out in one by one, okay. I'll show you what to do as well. So the first thing you need to do is take this, then put it here. Sorry for that noise. So fold it in half, almost as the size of a normal pad period. So what I did was look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the fourth one you fold over, because that should generally cover your private area. So you fold that, and then once again, it doesn't matter what side you do this with, because at the end of the day your period would absorb into it, your period stain or blood. Okay, fold as heavy as you flow. If you flow very light, then do it lightly. So fold. So if you notice, I'm taking like 1, 2, fold. Okay, and fold again. And then at this point you can just tear apart and put this in, and then wear it under your put this on the place where your pad usually goes onto, you know, just where your pants and your V area meets. Put it, and then yeah, you'll see yourself. I'll say start with light first of all, because if you do too much, you'll feel uncomfortable and you'll be walking very funny. Now for this one, how long you leave it for, I would say if it's your first time or first period, I would say it can actually last you the whole day, if not for at least 4 hours. For the whole day, I'm looking like maybe 8 hours or max, if not to 7, 6, maybe 6 hours or at max. And I'm looking for those that are in school, because usually school is between 9 and 3 o'clock, so that's about 65 hours, or some people start 8 o'clock. Anyway, so basically put this, especially this area that is hanging out, make sure it lays on the other side of your panties or your underwear. So that's that one. Now if you want to do the wings version, do the same thing that I have shown you. So you know how things have wings, and then take out some and then fold that again. See, notice I had 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how this part this one comes. Then fold it over and then do the wings. So, and that way you have the wings. If you don't want to fold it over, you can just put this across and then fold over like that. Still have the little wings. That gives you extra protection because then there's layers for it to sit through before it actually gets to your underwear. So I will get some water and I'll show you what I mean. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Let me show you. This is a little bit of water. I'm not going to add any color to it. I haven't really got anything to add that will make it color red. But anyways, let's say this thing will not be coming out, trust me, once you place it on top of your thing, you know. So see how, okay, let's say if you're light heavy, so let's say see, it would absorb. That's why you cannot trust this, because you have to keep checking yourself every time. You must check yourself, please. See, if you're light heavy, that's how it will not seep through. See, it will not seep through. But if you're heavy, then it will definitely seep through this. Okay, so if you're light heavy, that's usually what it would be. So that's why I'd say it could last you up to 4 hours if you are light heavy. But if you are deep heavy, please, I think even every hour you should check yourself. There is a risk to this, is that it can seep through and cause blood stain on your clothes. So, but anyways, for emergency sake, that works. Now let's talk about other ones. So if you're also light heavy, your period flow is light heavy, then you can get this one. This type would be good, really good. So what you would do is just open it up like this. Okay, well, it says even there it gives the mark open somewhere, I don't know. Anyways, it does say open there. So when it just gives you direction. And okay, before I even go to this, once this goes, just flush it under the toilet, just throw it in the toilet and it will flush. And that's the positive one about using this one, because you don't really need to find a place to really dispose it. If you have a place you can flush it over, and it decomposes very quickly on its own anyway. So that's the benefits of, I think, the economic or environmental benefits of that one. So the other one you do is take out the pad. Okay, so it has this part is where you go. So this is how you should sit on your private area. So it even gives you the signs. This one is your behind, and this one is for your front, and that goes in the center. And then you take it out, and yeah, you then put it. This is the wings one. Some of them don't have wings, it just comes like this. But if yours has wing, then you tuck it under your underwear. And I'm not talking about the outer clothes you're wearing, I'm talking about the inner panty. Okay, so put this under your underwear, and then yeah, tuck it over, and then that's it. One good thing about this one, see the difference between pad and tissue. Let's see. This is how it would go. You see, because there is this protective barriers that ensures that it doesn't seep through. All you will get is just that it will be heavy, but you will not feel it. See, you can't even see anything, can you? I can't even feel it. It's almost like nothing came on it. So this is again light heavy, but then notice the difference. With pad like this, it can last up to 6 hours if you are light heavy. But the general advice is always to be conscious and aware of yourself, And if you are medium heavy, this is where this type of pad will come in good use. Okay, so once again, open up and see between this one and that one there is difference in density and thickness. So once again, the direction is very explanatory. Now, not every pad comes in this form, and there's ones that are just basic and you can put it almost anyhow, but not every pad is like this. So you know the pad that you use. So with this one, is you once again see it's more, it holds more. It doesn't have wings, which is perfect because sometimes wings can be a bit shifty. Okay, and once again I'll put much more here. So let's say that's medium heavy. Okay, see how it has soaked up, but it's not draining. Okay, it's not draining. It is literally heavy, but it holds it. You can't even see. So this thing, if you notice, is very sticky. That's because it helps to stick on your underwear, and it doesn't move. Okay, so that's that. And then the last one I will show you in regards to pad. These two are good for, are meant for day wear, including this tissue. They're made for day wears. So here are the, so yeah. And then the last one I will show you is this one. Okay, this one is nightwear. So even has little stars. This is for sleeping. I would say get these 3 different ones, and you will notice the difference between the normal ones for day wears and the night wears. See how long it is. See, this one is not like, see how long it is compared to the rest. So let's see. Okay, see how long it is compared to the rest. So literally, the point is because you sleep and you move a lot, and you know when you sleep, usually, I don't know, depending if you sleep front or you sleep on the back, depending, your period will flow or drop as where you sleep. So once again, open up, and yeah, this one has wings and you put it over, and yeah. So let's see, if you sleep head up, this is what you will do, and the more it pumps, your thing comes out, the more it soaks up. So basically, pads are the best to use. That's what I'm trying to promote here. So guys, I hope that demonstration really helps. So once again, the quickest period hack you can have if you don't have pad is to use your tissue. Okay, and if not, get yourself a pad. Okay, so I've shown you the different pads that I've used here. So each one has different purpose. This one is for normal lightweight. This one is kind of for medium ones, medium flow, and this one is for night wear. Now you can still wear this one, it really doesn't matter if you are lightweight or light flow. So those are the pads that you can make use of. Now the lady mentioned paper. I've never tried paper. I've never seen anyone do paper. So how, she said she took paper from her books and used it, and I'm trying to figure out how that worked. So I'm going to take out 2 paper. I see how she could have done this. So these are 2 A4 papers, and so perhaps she folded it just following the same method as the tissue one. Perhaps she just folded it because you need to fold it to fit your private area. So you fold it, and just like that. And if you want it more heavier, you can even add this paper on top of it. So perhaps that's how you fold. So tissue and paper may work for you if it's an emergency period. But if you can find a pad, that is the best policy. But I think because of the place that she lives and the place she comes from, it's really good to show this type of videos for those who are clueless. Please, because I think some people do not have conversations about this, and I even mentioned my family never had conversation to me about it. So in the cases where you are struggling, get yourself pads that works for you. Okay, put it again here. So we've got this four, we've got these three. So these are the three you would need really when you are starting off your period. But I think this is the key one that you will need, this lightweight one, perhaps the nightwear one, because it does help in stopping your clothes or linen from being stained. But this works if you wear a proper pants. And one of the key things about these things is no matter what you wear, please do not wear lace pants when you're on your period. Cotton is best because it absorbs more, it's absorbent. So I will always say don't go with silk, don't go with linen, don't go with lace, just stick with cotton made pad. Perhaps you can use one of those satin one, I think. But no, if you want to avoid the embarrassment a little bit, please do yourself the favor and get a curtain, because at least by the time it starts staining, it has started absorbing and you'll be able to notice quickly so that you can go and change. So I hope this video helps. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and until next time, signing off, Talkinsen. Take care. Bye.